What's happening, guys? Tyler Young coming at you, Grade 8 Performance. I'm gonna do something a little different. Obviously, this is me in my truck, so this isn't gonna be some like Brovet truck rant or anything like that. But there has been something that I've noticed in the strongman community that I would like to address and that I would like to, potentially give some advice on, because it was not presented to me until I'd been in the sport for quite some time. So the best advice that I can give to new novice strongman athletes is to use your network. So starting strongman, talking strongman, strongman do it yourself, find you a group to train with. If you are unable to utilize any of that network, then reach out to somebody who has been in the sport. You can hit my inbox and I will try to find you somebody competent close to you to train with you. So I put extra emphasis and enunciation on the word competent, because if you're around any of these message boards for very long, you will see that this sport is also filled with a bunch of inept idiots. I don't want to say a bunch, but there's a few that regularly post, and whether it could be, I don't know, ripping phone books for Jesus, or, triple blindfolded, reverse band, safety squat bar, bullshit, like, excuse the language, but that's just setting novice lifters up for failure. So find you somebody reputable close to you who knows what the hell they're talking about. So if nothing else, they can at least put you in to a good position so you can train this sport without getting hurt. When I first started, I began with a local promoter who would literally just haze us every fucking Saturday. We would go out, we would work to a heavy log single, we would work to a heavy deadlift single, and then we'd go flip tires until we couldn't stand up anymore. So yes, it was fun and it broke us off, but we stayed hurt, we stayed tired, because we would do all of this on top of our normal training week. And it was very, very difficult to recover from. And we really struggled to, find some common, some common ground as to how we could recover, because we were constantly pressing, we were constantly pulling at maximal loads. So that's why it is very important. I don't give a shit about certifications on a wall, especially now that you can just take an online fucking test and get some fancy certification to teach people whatever the fuck. You need to look for how coaches prep, how they prepare their athletes, if their athletes stay healthy, and the kind of longevity that they have. If somebody's staying hurt all of the time, then there's probably something wrong. If somebody's clients are staying hurt all the time, then there's probably something wrong. So please, please, please find you someone close to you. And when I say close, I mean, strongman isn't what it once was. When I first started 7 years ago, other than the local group that I had here, the closest person that knew what the fuck they were doing was like an hour and a half away, and I'm very thankful that I found him early on. Derek Stone is his name, a very competent, very knowledgeable middleweight pro. Davey McCann is up in Frankfort, Kentucky, super knowledgeable. I mean, there's a ton of guys up there at Fit for Life that know what the hell they're talking about. Find you a crew. They are easier and easier to find now, but you may have to drive an hour or an hour and a half. I promise you, if this sport is as important to you as you think it is, then it is worth making the trip. It is worth investing in someone. It is worth investing your time into somebody. Sorry, the phone fell over for a second. It is worth investing your time and money into somebody so they can put you into good positions. Even if that coach isn't me, find somebody who knows what they are talking about, because you have athletes, just using my example, I have athletes that have come to me who have done their own thing for 5-10 years, and then after the first training cycle, they're adding 30 pounds to their lifts. Like, they haven't hit a PR on deadlift in the last 5 years, but they come with me and I'm able to fix them in 5 weeks. I'm not a magician. I just put people in optimal positions and increase their workload and hammer the basics. It doesn't have to be rocket science. Find somebody local to you who knows what the hell they're talking about. I cannot stress this enough. So, again, Please excuse my truck rant and the fact that my phone fell over like 4 minutes in, but thank you guys for your time. Thank you for tuning in to Grade 8 Performance. Hopefully over the coming weeks, my schedule will ease up a little bit and I will be able to start posting on here more so people know and people have access to regular, you know, tips and tricks and how to train certain things and how to reinforce certain positions. So